Hello, welcome again to the fifth session of the anatomy of food animals, and now we are going to talk on the urogenital system, the urinary and genital system of food animals. Particularly as of interest, we are going to focus on how comparatively these systems differs among different species of food animals that we normally consume. For the urinary system, it consists of kidneys, ureters, bladder, and urethra. But here, of interest, we are going to talk of the kidneys only because the rest don't have much distinctive features that can help us distinguish this among species. For the ox's kidney, the biggest feature that distinguish ox's kidney as compared to other either ruminant or non-ruminant animals is the number of lobes. It is very lobulated, and each lobe have its own renal papillae. So there are 15 to 25 lobes and 15 to 25 renal papillae. And another thing, the left kidney in cows or in ox is movable, while the right one is more fixed to the abdomen, and it's reddish brown in color, and there is no renal pelvis. Weight is around, it varies depending on the size of the ox. Sheep and goat as well as a horse, all these three species, their kidneys are not lobulated, but they differ in terms of shape, color, and weight. For instance, it is bean-shaped in sheep and goat, it is heart-shaped or bean-shaped in horses. In horses, the left and right kidneys have different shapes. It is dark brown in color here, and it has only one renal papillae because there are no lobes. Here as well, there is only one renal papillae. Those are just few features that we can use to distinguish the kidney. And now let's jump to the genital organs. For the genital organs, we'll a little bit talk of the male genital organs and then the female genital organs. The male genital organs consist of the testicles, that's the differences, and then here we have the vesicula seminalis, we have the prostate, we have the urethra, the bulbourethral glands, and then you have the penis. These are the common features we have in male genital organs. And for the differential features, we commonly just talk of the testicles because the urethra, the penis differs in terms of size and length. Urethra is just a tube. So our focus will be on the testicles because we normally consume testicles. In bull, it is oval in outline. Another distinctive feature is this heavy veining. It is heavily veined, but its parenchyma is yellowish in color, and the head to tail epididymis, it is firmly attached to the testicles as compared to other species of animals we're going to see later. We can say it is closely attached along the posterior border. And for the boar or the male pig, as you can see here, not well veined, but it has one main vein which have branches. The epididymis as well here, it is well attached to the testicles. Parenchymal color is grayish or brown, and there is interlobular tissues and lobulations. And these lobulations are marked by these veins. And then we have a ram or a male sheep, which have a testicle similar to a bull, but here it is larger, pear-shaped, and more round. And another important thing, the veining we saw in a bull doesn't exist here, so it is less veined. And then you have a stallion or a male horse. You can see the shape is a little bit distinct. They say it's compressed on the sides, and it is relatively smaller compared to the size of a horse. As you can see, the size of a testicle of a pig compared to the pig's size is a little bit larger compared to that of a horse. The parenchyma here is reddish gray, veining is very light, And the body, the epididymis, here it is loosely attached to the testicles. And as well as in a deer, the epididymis is loosely attached, very light veining, elongated in outline. It's like someone was pulling it apart, and its parenchyma is yellowish in color. And then we have the female genitals, which consist of the ovaries, the uterine tube, the uterus themselves, the vagina, and the vulva. But here we are much going to concentrate on the uterus, because that is how they differ among themselves. In most cases, the uterus is Y-shaped. It consists of two horns and a neck, a body, the horns, and a neck. And it is connected anteriorly with the fallopian tubes and posteriorly with the vagina. So in a cow, the uterus of a cow varies in size depending on whether a cow is pregnant or not. You can see these two horns of uterus, very distinct and very large, but the body of uterus is a little bit squeezed, it is small. When the horns are pulled apart, there's this thing here, the double folding tissue that can be seen if these two horns are pulled apart. This double folded tissue is also a distinctive feature of the cow's uterus. And for the sheep or the ewe, it is similar to a cow, but when the horns are pulled apart, here we can see a single fold of tissue, not as double. The cotyledons here are much smaller, and when pregnant, cotyledons can be seen through the wall of the uterus. In a pig, this is very different because pigs tend to produce a lot of piglets. So a uterus is designed to provide that kind of room for a lot of piglets. It's about 5 centimeters long, the uterus. It doesn't have horns here because the body immediately from the vagina goes the body of uterus here. So we don't have horns or the cotyledons here. In a mare, it has a flat surface here and the cross-section is elliptical. Horns, the body of uterus, and the horns are hidden a little bit down here. They're about 25 centimeters long in non-pregnant mare, and they have a blunt point here. And here we don't have cotyledons as well. And for a deer, the uterus, you can see it looks like human's uterus. After the vagina, we have the body of uterus, which splits into two horns here. And upon separation of the two horns, in between we saw the double fold here as well. It's a single fold tissue. And within these horns, there are 9 cotyledons, 4 in each, and one is almost at the junction between the horns of uterus and the body of uterus. Thank you very much. That's all.